Good morning, Modern Homesteaders. It's a nice brisk 40 degrees out this morning, but it's supposed to be warm and sunny later on, so we gotta open up our low tunnel in our greenhouse. We don't cook our plants on this sunny day. It's crazy to think when it's chilly like this, you gotta remember to open up your greenhouse and your low tunnels. Otherwise, you're gonna lose all those delicious greens. Look at that lettuce. We better open up the front doors in the greenhouse. It's early in the morning, but if I don't do it now, I'll be down working on the barn and we'll forget, and then we'll cook our plants. I've had a lot of people asking how the greenhouse is doing. Whew, look at that nice little misty fog this morning. The greenhouse is still doing good. We got beets, carrots, green beans. We got some fresh broccoli planted down here. More green beans, spinach way down yonder. Man, those are looking good. We have a bunch of peppers still ripening on our plants. Same with our tomatoes. We got a bunch still ripening on the vine for making sauce. It's still looking good in here. It's still our produce aisle. We got more spinach and beets going. Our sweet potatoes are doing good. We're gonna let them go a little bit longer. Our watermelon and cantaloupe, they haven't done so hot. And then we got more carrots going, green beans, rutabagas, and lettuce. So this is our fall/winter garden that's going on. I'm gonna leave these open. That's looking good still. It's so chilly out, I had to run back in and get my vest. I don't know about you guys, but I just love seeing these chickens play on the compost pile. The chicken coop opened up and now they're coming over here and seeing what they can find for food and tilling our piles for us. Good morning, ladies. Yes, good morning. We're working down here right now, so I don't mind having the chickens free range while we're down here building. It's nice watching them throughout the day. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's a lot warmer in here.
Yeah.
Feels good. It's a good thing they came and filled up the alfalfa bucket again.
Good.
I hear them. Good morning, girls. Ooh, Nora. Good morning, Nora. Let's go to the feeder. You making a spot for me, Ivy? Oh, yeah, watch out. I can't get in there when you're all standing on top. Tricked you. Here you go, Hope, right here. There you go. I was in the boys' barn cleaning it out and I found a spot where some of the chickens are laying their eggs this morning. Let's see. How many eggs you got up there for us? God, watch out. Oh, look at that. Oh, one more. They were laying in the hay feeder for a while. Oh, they love switching up where they're laying. I think they must have just laid there yesterday and this morning.
Let's check them.
I'll have to keep an eye on that spot from now on. There's breakfast. We need to start installing the tin roof on the garage today, and tell you what, I'm starting to feel a little sore so far. But we're doing a big push because we only have the lift here for a short period of time, trying to get all the higher work done and the heavier lifting work done while the lift is here. Today I want to start on the front tin. I need to figure out which length of tin I need. The tin comes in 3 different sheets, one for the front and then 2 different ones for the rear. Alright, good to know. So there's A's in the front and the back are both 97 inches long. So we need to go find our 97-inch ones. I'm trying to think of a good way to use the lift to lift the tin up onto the roof. If you have any ideas, leave it in the comments down below, because I might need a better way to do it than the way I'm doing it in today's video. Let's get it figured out and see how it works. You boys are noisy this morning. So we also need our hardware, which should be right over here. Good morning, ladies. Yes. Oh. Not sure if this is all of our hardware or not, but I'm hoping it at least has our metal screws in it. If not, we'll have to go find another box. No. Oh, I lied. There it is. 1, 2, 3. So that is 1,200 screws right there. So what are the odds is that the tin we need is on top? I don't think so. I think the tin we need is on the bottom. So we'll have to bring the Kubota over, yeah, with the forks and swap it out. I'm always pretty amazed at what we can get done with the Kubota. Now we can get to the tin we need. All right. Take some measurements. We can still pre-drill this one. We'll just pre-drill this one by itself, and then we'll get the other ones pre-drilled after. All right, don't try this at home, because I don't even know if it's gonna work. But what I'm thinking is if I make like a set of forks on the front of this. Boom. It'll be like a set of forks to rest our tin on as we go up. So let's go up, get some measurements. Now, just because you see me doing something doesn't mean it's a smart idea and that you should do it. So we still have a shadow board that's got to go up. That's going to be 1 inch thick, and then we need to have 2 inches of the tin over that. So we're going to leave it 3 inches over. So we got a foot. Actually, let's see. If we go 3 inches, we don't put the first one until 14 inches. 14 inches in. We figure at the very top, we're going to be 2 inches above that. So for 92, we'll be 94. We'll be 95 with our shadow board, and then 2 inches past that is where we're supposed to be. So that's perfect. So we're going to go 94. So from the top down, we'll want to put our first one at 90 and a half, 66 and a half, 90 and a half, 66 and a half, 42 and a half and 18 and a half. I like pre-drilling my tin because it keeps the screw lines looking really nice at the end. All of your screws are going in a nice straight line, and it makes it a lot easier. You're not up here working on your tin trying to get your screws to self-tap and go in and putting a bunch of pressure, because the metal screws are self-tapping, so you can just put a lot of body weight and pressure on them and they will go, but you're fighting it. So instead of fighting it, we're gonna work smarter. So let's go down, pre-drill that first one, and then we'll get the first one set up, positioned, installed. And that's the part that takes the longest, is getting all this up and set up there square and looking good, because this first piece of tin is what sets off the whole roof. If this one's off, the rest of the roof is going to be off. If we can get this one nice and straight and secure, we can just put the next one up, flush it up to that bottom edge, and then just start screwing it, and boom, boom, boom. So I'm getting excited now. We go 14 inches, perfect. That'll put us dead center in that bay, right where we need to be. And we're gonna go 90 and a half, 66 and a half, 18 and a half, and then we're gonna go at 2. Now on this tin, we are screwing in the valleys. Every tin's different, it all depends on the manufacturer of the tin, but this one is, the valleys is where you want the screws. The noise you hear is the drone flying. Did I go too wide? Okay, push it to me some still, a little more. Oh. Oh. Right there. I'm gonna go to 3. 3. Almost 3. And then let your side down a little bit. 2 7/8. 2 7/8. Keep holding it. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, because that last one is a ripped one. tap it with a block of wood and make sure all our ends are flush. Alright, so this time we want to go 3 inches from the top. Alright, I'll finish getting these marked and then we'll be back. I was wondering if she was going to break. Kind of thought it might break. It was a little wobbly, so it was warped.
What you doing to me, my love? Honey, what you doing to me? Come on in and make yourself at home. Honey, what you doing to me? Honey, what you doing?
I'm going to hold that. Yep. You ready? Take the whole thing for a minute.
Built this thing from the ground up out of nothing. No flight plan, no manual to be bound. You and I, we're driving in the dark without headlights, trying to find our way. It's hard telling where we'll be in the coming days, but I'll be there with you. It's hard telling where we'll be in the coming days, but I'll be there with you. I'll be here with you. Built a wall around my heart to stop the bleeding. More than made of all the words that I should have said to you. And we're walking through the fire and the smoke clouds, trying to find our way. It's hard telling where we'll be in the coming days, but I'll be there with you. It's hard telling where we'll be in the coming days, but I'll be there with you. I'll be here with you. It's hard telling where we'll be in the coming days, but I'll be there with you. It's hard telling where we'll be in the coming days, but I'll be there with you. It's
Grab the Atlas. Full battery. You don't want me to get that one? Oh, because it's growing over that way? That's why I wanted to cut it back now, so if it hit the building, it hits it before the tin goes on. Would you boys like a branch? Hey, you making all that noise since you saw me cut the trees down. There they come.
So the reason I made ham the other night is so I could have leftovers to make homemade mac and cheese again, and we liked it with ham in it, and we really enjoyed the mac and cheese. The recipe calls for heavy cream, and I did not have any, and I did not want to run to the store. You can take butter and milk and make your own substitute for heavy cream, so I'm going to try that out and see if it works for this recipe. So I have a little over 2 tablespoons of butter and then 6 tablespoons of milk. While I am letting the butter cool for a minute to add the milk, I need to shred some more cheese. I have about a cup here, and I need about 3 cups total, so this should do it. My butter is cooled, and I am just going to whisk in this milk. It's kind of runny still. I want it to be the consistency of more like heavy cream, so I did read on another website that you could add flour to it, so I'm going to add 3 teaspoons of flour. I'm just gonna set that aside and just hope that this works. Now I'm melting some more butter. So I have made this mac and cheese successfully in the past, so if this doesn't come out, we just know it is because I need to have some heavy cream. My butter is melted, so I'm gonna add my flour. So it's pretty bubbly, so now I'm gonna add my 1.5 cups of milk here. I think I'll just add a little bit right now. I'll whisk it, but I'll just use this. Here. Just gonna add it in. And I'm going to add my heavy cream that I made here. So it is starting to thicken up. Alright, so I'm gonna add my cheese, just about half of it. Just want it to melt in there. So excited this is working. Hope it tastes so good as last time. We all loved it last time, so now there's high expectations here. The rest of the cheese. You're not having the cheese. Add my pasta. Stir that in. I should have saved some of my cheese for the top, but I got carried away, so we won't have any extra cheese for the topping. I'm gonna add my ham. For the topping, we're just using some crackers. We don't have any breadcrumbs.
I like the crackers better.
You like crackers better?
Yeah.
Even more reason. And then I'm melting some butter, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of paprika in there. Mix it up in there. Spray your pan so you don't have so much scrubbing to do. Gently top.
Oh, it looks so good.
Good. Melted butter. Stir in the melted butter into those crackers. There you go. Good job. You only come for the fun parts. How come?
Oh, well, you know, I just kinda show up.
That's alright. I like to help.
More like right here. And then go back a little bit. Okay, and right over here.
Good?
Hold on.
And then there's the whatever's on the spoon.
Yes.
Hold on to hope, don't let go. Don't give up, there's best for you.
The homemade mac and cheese was just as good, if not better, than the last time Gina made it. I'm going to have a link in the video description down below to that recipe. It is so good. And then the camera battery died. Sorry about that. Thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey, guys. We're getting the whole barn put together. It's looking good. It feels good to be having it this far along with the weather we're getting. I'm hoping we can have it all done before snow flies. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, now's a great time to subscribe, hit the bell button, turn on notifications. And thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey with us. You're a huge blessing to us in our homestead. And we'll see you right back here in the next video at Lumnah Acres.